Blackburn.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Well, he is always good at making the difficult seem doable in the kitchen, and the way he incorporates the use of seasonal ingredients makes all of his dishes super fresh and delicious. Please welcome Garth Blackburn, Executive Chef for Subzero Wolf. Hello.
Hello, Lisa.
I just love when you're here because it is true. You do use seasonal, fresh things, and usually very few ingredients in your recipes as well.
Right. I like to be able to taste what we're eating, and especially doing the whole Go Texas theme. I mean, I'm really very passionate about that, so we're going to be doing a lot of that today.
Okay.
It's a pizza, but we're going to go a little healthier route, and it's great for springtime, and also going to be good for Mother's Day in terms of how we finish it off. Already par-baked the crust, so we did that on a bake stone. That'll get a better sear. So rather than just putting it in the oven dry, and it's going to crisp up again once we make the topping. So what we're going to start with, if you'll put a little oil in here in the pan. These are some Texas 1015 onions. So they are in season right now. They're a pretty hot item the last couple weeks. Very sweet onion, made by Texas A&M University to be sweeter than the Vidalia, and we won out in the end. These are some Texas mushrooms outside of Gonzales, Texas. We're going to saute those.
If I were going to try to grow some vegetables in my backyard in Texas, what would you suggest?
This time of year, I mean, you will have needed to have planted. This time of year, this is the best time. I mean, all the fresh herbs. We're getting into zucchini and squash. But as far as what we're doing right here, you can actually now buy mushrooms in a box. Everything is there. You've got the soil. It's ready to go. All you do is pop open the box, give it some water, and you're growing mushrooms inside your house. So it's really
That's cool.
I totally
cook with mushrooms quite often too. So
yeah, and I find that when you cook it down enough, if we saute them long enough, you don't get that spongy sort of texture that a lot of people are not big fans of.
I love when they get caramelized like that.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get a little bit of brown and crunch. I don't want them to just get soft and stringy. I'm doing a different sauce. So the sauce is actually going to be based on yogurt. I'm using Bulgarian yogurt. We can use Greek yogurt, higher in probiotics. So I'm going to put some of that in.
Bulgarian yogurt.
A little something different. And to that, this is Full Quiver Farms. It's a Texas dairy out of Kemp. This is their jalapeno Neuchatel cheese.
Ooh, which is the fancy name for cream cheese, essentially, right?
It is. So we're going to mix that up and then just spread it right on the pizza. You go, chef.
That's right. Someone's got to watch after you, Garth.
I'm impressed. Good skills. So spread that on the crust. And I don't add salt and pepper till the end, or towards the end, because that pulls the moisture out of the mushrooms and the onions. So that would make them soggy instead of caramelized. So we're getting that nice browning because I didn't put the salt on too soon.
That is a fantastic tip.
All right, and I add garlic at the end. The garlic's going to cook a lot faster, and I don't want to burn it.
Okay. Yeah, because burned garlic is bitter tasting. It's horrible.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, looks good.
Okay.
So we'll just put those.
This is right up my alley, this recipe.
Kind of sweet, kind of savory. The onions really, once they get caramelized, are so sweet.
Mushrooms, onions, and garlic is always a win for me.
All right, so that's the assembled product, and I'm just going to pull one out of the oven. I baked it. It just took 5 minutes. About 450 degrees. Let's take a look.
And can we buy this crust, or you made your own, or what did you do?
I made my own, but you can buy it. Actually, there's a super simple crust. It's very popular now on social media, and Pinterest is going crazy for it. It's just Greek yogurt and self-rising flour. Blend them together. You don't need to proof it. You just blend it in a stand mixer for 5 minutes, roll it out, and you can start cooking.
Really?
So healthier. You can use some whole wheat flour for that if you want to. Yeah, it's kind of a fun,
that you get on
item.
Pinterest and look at
that's
recipes.
Embarrassing, isn't it? It's more about what people send to me. And I like to, just kind of stay aware of what's going on in the culinary scene. Okay, so I'm going to cut this into little bites. And I've got a platter. Mother's Day coming up. These are some edible flowers.
This is, again, one of those things that is fun for the kids to do because then they can do their own toppings on it.
And if you give kids a lot of different vegetables, they'll pick the vegetables, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to put the sausage and pepperoni and everything else. Okay, and then to go on the top, we've got some Texas basil.
Okay.
And
oh, basil's so good. What is that?
These are edible flower leaves. And the leaves actually are
Really?
pretty good. They're not bitter, so I dig them. Mild, go for it. It's the center that's pretty bitter. So neutral taste, kind of floral, but it's not like you're biting into a rose.
No, I mean, it's like, has flavor to it. Yeah, it's nice.
So finished
Can I
product.
taste?
Absolutely.
With everything on top? Okay.
Nothing like eating a messy slice of pizza on television, right?
Oh my gosh. That's so good.
It's sweet,
the sauce,
nutty. Yeah, and that's such an easy sauce.
With the Neuchâtel cheese and the yogurt is fantastic.
And healthy too. Now, I would personally normally add bacon, and if Susie were here, I'd have to add bacon, but I'm skipping the bacon for today for Lisa, absolutely.
Okay, stick around because we have more from Chef Garth next hour. And to get this recipe today, just log on to thebroadcasttv.com, click on today's links. Sorry for talking with my mouth full. More food for you when we come back. We're seeing how country music and the world of Southern living are colliding to bring you some delicious recipes. Stick around.
We'll